What if you could have some autonomous AI agents that can actually do some work for you, like sending emails, filling out job applications, finding leads, updating CRMs? Well, here it is. I'm not doing any of this, by the way. The AI is just using my laptop to do all these tasks I just gave it. This is funny, but I realized that the agent now has kind of like the power to, open up all my Excel and do all the pointless work. It can fill out job applications. It can log into my Robinhood account and YOLO my life savings.
And it's gone.
What?
This is literally such powerful tech, and if you're creative enough, you can make this work really, really well. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set this AI up so you can get it to do this stuff. I'll show you a demo of the AI doing stuff like this and how I use it. And lastly, I'm going to show you how to actually get it to be useful. And it's mostly because Cloud Computer is cool, but there are a couple more software that does this 10 times better. And I really want to show you guys how to use that. But why listen to me, right? Well, I'm Samin. I've been building AI agents for over 18 months, and I've been a software engineer for over 6 years. And I recently left Amazon to help businesses reactivate their lost leads with the sales agents. So I'm going to be actually using a lot of the stuff I'll show you. So let's dive in. So this is how you set up Claude. Let me show you how to get the Anthropic agents working as quickly as possible. So step one, all you have to do is go to console.anthropic.com. All right. So after you do that, you do get API keys. After you sign up, you create API key. You can name it whatever you want. And then you'll get this, and then you copy it, all right? And then what you want to do is you want to open up your terminal, okay? You open up your terminal. All right, so the first thing you want to do is export Anthropic API key equal to, and then you paste your key in. There you go. And then you want to hit this Docker. And after it starts, all we got to do is go to localhost 8080. So I'm waiting for this right here to tell me it's all set up. Okay, cool. So when it says open localhost 8080 in your browser to begin, that's all we got to do. So let me just enter this, and we're good to go. Like now I can just be like, go to Amazon and find a good business book. Okay, now it's going to take a while to, where it's going to take a screenshot of your page, think of what to do next, and then keep going that way. So how Claude works is literally it just takes a screenshot of your screen each time and tries to understand with the mouse where it should go. But this takes a lot of time, and it's super, super slow. And a lot of the times it actually messes up because Claude is doing this in a virtual environment, so it doesn't really have access to your things. So Cloud Computer, in my opinion, is really not that good because, and everyone's showing you right now, it's kind of just reporting the news. It's nice, but it's not that good. But I really want to get this going for you guys, and there's actually some pieces of software that can be an actual personal AI assistant, and I found some really cool ones that I'm going to show you guys, and these are actually effective. So let me show you what I found and actually works to control your computer. And there's two tools. So there's MultiOn and then there's Hyperwrite. I prefer MultiOn a lot better, so I'll show you how to set this up and then go through it. So I just showed you Claude, but let me show you something else that's way better. This thing called MultiOn. What we got to do is just this, very simply. Add to Chrome. Okay, then you sign in, and that's about it. I'll explain why this is a lot better, because this uses my own browser. In Claude, I would have to like log into everything else, like my Gmail. So for example, I can be like, go to Gmail and write an email to, and I'll show you some other cool stuff. So here, it does it automatically. It's doing all the stuff. And right here, it's literally navigating. And the cooler part about MultiOn that I really like is here. You can essentially talk to it with your voice. So you can have a conversation with your computer and it can start doing a lot of things. And we'll go through a bunch of different demos that I'm just going to show you right now. A couple different things you should know about MultiOn. MultiOn has a couple cool different things. And for example, let's just do this. Let me just hit this one and it'll do it. Here's the cooler thing about MultiOn that I really liked. So I don't know why they don't advertise it very well, but what you can do is, so you can go to platform.multion.ai/playground. And here's where the real cool things are. So in this playground, yeah, they don't show this very well at all. But what you can do is you can have long-term memory. In long-term memory, what you can do is you can literally teach its skills. I'll show you a couple different ones right now, but here in settings, if you add a memory, you can remember what you wanted to remember. Like if you have done something before and you can teach it, and then it can do it over and over. So for example, it uses the browser right here. So it can do it in a virtual environment as well. Or so I can also tell it to like, take all these flights, compare it, etc. The thing that I really like is that this has an API and we can configure it really well. So let me show you a couple different things that we can do with it. And so for example, if we can just do something like go to Amazon and order the following books, like these kind of things, right? Going through Amazon, it's going to get this stuff. This is a cool way of just getting stuff in your cart. So this is two different things. Remember, we told it to do two different things and it's going forth and doing it at the same time. You can ask it to do a task like this and then leave it off in a different browser, and it's going to very simply keep working on it on the background. And I think this is way better than the Claude's agent. See, it's also ordering it right now. Okay, cool. Let's try something else. So now let's say we're sending a Google Calendar invite to this guy for AI brunch, right? And it's very simply, it's just going to go to the calendar just like I showed you guys. It's going to fill in all the details. And just like a VA, it's going to get this done stuff for you. Check my calendar and call an Uber to kind of the next event. So it's going to check my calendar and then it's going to call an Uber to where I need to go next, right? So right now the AI is kind of getting the address from where my Google Calendar says the next event is, and then calling an Uber from there. And now it's just ordering it. This is all without having to touch the computer, so it's kind of cool. And it's just gonna look for it. Let's try something else. Let's say we just wanted to order a burger from somewhere nearby using DoorDash, right? It looks for your order in DoorDash, the exact restaurants. It picks up the melt burger and then just adds to the cart. You can see it in the chat window what it's trying to do. It just executes the order. Just because I'm already logged into these things in my browser, it's a lot easier for MultiOn to have access to the stuff, and it can execute a lot faster than me using the Claude computer to do this. Okay, so here's one way you can just like make it book a flight for you very simply. Okay, so you can literally just make it book a flight for you like this. So you just asked it to book a flight, and literally like your personal assistant, you can also be like, find the cheapest flight or economy class. You can specify these little things and it'll keep going through the whole website, pick everything for you, and then book it. This is actually wild that it can just do all this stuff without your browser. Okay, I really like this use case. So let's say you want to make something for dinner and you just want to order the ingredients off Instacart. You can just write that and then it'll just go through Instacart and start ordering the stuff. But let's say you want to get technical and you don't know how to do something, then you can just literally ask it to do stuff that is technical and like GPT would know. So go to my AWS, spin up something like a EC2 instance, which is just a virtual machine, and it goes in. So this is one way of just using MultiOn. Let me show you some things I can try and make it do for us. But the thing is, now you know how AI can do this basic computer tasks. But here's the bad news. There are much better tools out there that barely anyone knows about, like just the ones I showed you. And if you don't use them, you kind of waste hours trying to do basic AI automations to get working for you. So watch this video where I'll show you the AI that I made and actually use in my business to automate real work that we do. It literally books sales calls while I sleep. Plus, I'll show you my exact system setup so you can have this running in a couple of minutes.